Hi folks, it's Ashley here. So I just want to do another video exposing one of these so-called Holocaust survivors. I'm pretty sure I exposed this piece of shit already, but my video was removed with my previous channel. So here we have Miklos Nyiszli. He was from Austria-Hungary. Ordia, Romania, was a Jewish prisoner at the Auschwitz concentration camp. Nyiszli, his wife, and younger daughter were transported to Auschwitz in June 1944. Upon his arrival, Nyiszli volunteered himself as a doctor and was sent to work at number 12 barracks, where he operated on and tried to help the ill with the only most basic supplies and tools. It sounds like that fucking Jewish piece of shit, the Romanian bitch, Gisela Pearl, with the most basic tools. They tried to help, you know. These fucking liars just trying to make themselves look good. Let's continue. He was under the supervision of the, angel of death, more like the fucking ghost of this hoax, Joseph Mengele, an SS officer and physician. But while under supervision, he also tried to smuggle and help Jews secretly at night. But listen to this, folks. Some even say he was forced to rape women to get them pregnant, then make them miscarriage and die from a test of Mengele's. See how it's never the fucking Jews' fault? It's always somebody else's, folks. It's never their responsibility, even though they're fucking doing it. And we see it today. It's ISIS. It's Hezbollah. It's Hamas. No, it's fucking you! You're the fucking problem. You were then and you are now. You're not the fucking victim, and stop playing like you are, because the ones who are awake, like myself, we see right through your fucking horse shit. I'm getting a little heated right now, folks. This stuff pisses me off, because this is not the first time. I've seen at least 10 of these today. Mengele decided, why the fuck would an anti-Semite, as notorious of an anti-Semite as so-called Mengele, appoint a fucking Jew to this position? Explain that shit, you fucking liars. Explain it. Can you? No, you can't. But yeah, this so-called Mengele decided after observing Nyiszli's skills to move him to a specially built autopsy and operating theater. You know how the Jews love their fucking theater. The room had been built inside crematorium too. And Nyiszli, along with members of the 12th Sonderkommando, were housed there. All of the Sonderkommando were Jew folks, so he was housed with a bunch of other Jews. Funny how the Jews, the only time you see them in these fucking camps is in leadership positions. This is disgusting. I'm never going to read this part. Read that part for yourself. I'm just reading the key parts. While in prison, Nyiszli... Imprisoned! He was fucking working there! Just say it, you lying shits! Nyiszli was forced to carry out medical experiments. He was forced to carry these out. Yeah. You know what? The only time that they ever say someone was forced to do anything is when it's a fucking Jew. Because it's never their responsibility, folks. Yet when it's a Gentile, they'll do everything to make them look like they're criminal. Even though there's nothing to implicate them. The exact opposite applies, folks. Two different set of laws apply to two different types of people, apparently. And perform autopsies on dozens of bodies, particularly on dwarfs and twins. Mengele had done research into the causes of dwarfism and twinning and used Nyiszli to gather more information for him. Yeah, just use Nyiszli. Or maybe Nyiszli is fucking using Joseph Mengele to cover up his own fucking crimes. Maybe that's what's going on here. No, that's what's going on here. Nyiszli also carried out the... Okay, I already said that. Oh, yeah. On prisoners, specifically those suspected to have died from infectious disease. Because we know these Jews were fucking testing all kinds of fucking bacterial diseases on the prisoners. Mengele was also searching for evidence supporting the inferiority of the Jewish race. No, you know what he was doing, folks? He was looking for evidence to support the superiority of the Ashkenazi Jewish race. That's why they're so obsessed with it. So obsessed with Ashkenazi IQ. Who's behind the IQ test, folks? At one point, Nyiszli was forced to carry out physical exams on a father-son pair, and after their deaths, to prepare the skeletons for study at the Anthropological Museum in Berlin. Yeah, that's what this parasite did. Yep. He goes, I had to examine them with the exact clinical methods before they died. Meaning, he was responsible for their deaths, folks. and then perform the dissection on their still warm bodies. And this Jew just loves saying out loud because he knows he can, and nobody's going to bat an eyelash because he's a so-called Holocaust survivor, right? And of course they made a movie about it. Nyiszli was appalled by the disregard for human life. The disregard for human life that he was involved in, heavily more so than so-called Mengele. And the lack of sympathy for human suffering shown by the SS guards and officers. What about your lack? Let's talk about you. I don't want to talk about anybody else. I want to talk about you. This is about you, you fucking Jew. You piece of shit. But like his fellow captives, his actions were dictated by his tormentors. Yeah, what do you mean his fellow captives? The fucking Jewish Sonderkommando? Anytime somebody is Jewish, they're not responsible. That's just how it works, folks. And he was forced to perform what he considered immoral acts. As he said, an event never before experienced in the history of medicine worldwide is realized here. Twins die at the same time, and there is a possibility of subjecting their corpses to an autopsy. Where in normal life is there a case? Bordering on a miracle that twins die at the same place at the same time? How lucky you fucking parasite Jew. A comparative autopsy is thus absolutely impossible under normal conditions. But in Auschwitz camp there are several hundred pairs of twins, and their deaths in turn present several hundred opportunities. Opportunities, folks! It's always about an opportunity for these parasites. And of course there's a gypsy camp. A sect camp. All kinds of camps. There weren't no Jewish camps, only run by Jewish camps. And it was liberated by what? The Soviet army. The Soviet Jewish fucking communist fucking genocidal fucking army. Like, they rate to say anything about any other country. Like, give me a fucking break. Wow. Yeah, he's a Holocaust survivor, folks. Yeah, never mind the fact that he was killing people, experimenting on sons and fathers and shit. Never mind any of that. No. He's a victim. Donate to the Holocaust Museum. Claims conference. Reparations for these parasites, right?